There was some Wike, the FCT minister, lost the control of Rivers State to his successor, Fubara. He has now been, entangled in another controversy, or should we say crisis this time around. Now he is under attack, for demolishing Colonel Paul Ogbebor's estate in Abuja. This was the same topic that Ireti Kingibe, the FCT senator, wanted to raise at the floor of the Senate chamber with Akpabio, but wasn't given an audience. She angrily walked out of the chamber, but later came in and was allowed to speak. You can imagine, for someone who has worked tirelessly for the country, this man served Nigeria in the Nigerian military. He worked hard, to serve the country, and he was able to build this estate. Probably this is the only major property he has. And now this property is about to be taken away from him by Wike. You can imagine. And this is just one out of so many other people, that have had the same experience now that Wike has decided to be demolishing buildings one after the other in Abuja, saying that these people do not have C of O, they do not have certificates of residency, and, so on and so forth. But these Abuja residents are claiming that Wike is not only collecting this property from them, but he's giving these properties, to his friends and to himself. You all, before we delve right into the details of today's news, if you have not subscribed to this channel, what are you waiting for? Please subscribe so that you don't miss other juicy news that we're going to be bringing your way on this channel. Like this video, also leave your opinions in the comment section. Colonel Paul Ogbebor's legacy under attack. Wike could spark outrage from the Benin Kingdom. Nyesom Wike, the Federal Capital Territory FCT minister, has found himself embroidered in escalating controversies that stretch from Rivers State to Abuja. His actions, including demolition spree in the nation's capital and the alleged sale of land tied to the legacy of Colonel Paul Ogbebor, have stirred outrage across the country. What started as a localized land issue has now grown into a national confrontation involving political, cultural, and spiritual forces. The Benin Kingdom, deeply offended by what they see as an assault on their pride and one of their reverend sons, have vowed not to let this injustice go unchallenged. At the same time, Rivers State residents, frustrated by Wike's high-handed approach to governance, are also pushing back against his perceived abuse of power. Colonel Paul Ogbebor was a national hero and a son of the Benin Kingdom, whose contributions to Nigeria remain unparalleled. As the first Nigerian enrolled in the Nigerian Defense Academy's Cadet Course 1, he served the country with honor, earning numerous accolades for his bravery. Beyond his military career, he was a builder of Abuja, contributing significantly to the development of Nigeria's capital city. This land was allocated to my husband in recognition of his service to this country, Mrs. Rita Lori Ogbebor stated apparently. Now, Wike, you have sold it to a Rivers State man close to you. Was there a bidding process? Was the equity rule followed? Or was it handed over secretly? This is not just about land. It is about justice and respect for my husband's legacy. The Benin Kingdom sees this as an affront to their cultural identity and a desecration of the legacy of one of their greatest sons. They are determined to resist this assault on their history, heritage, and pride. The controversial sale of Colonel Paul Ogbebor's land to Chinda's company has raised critical questions about the fairness and transparency of a transaction. The Benin Kingdom, alongside many Nigerians, is demanding answers about whether public bidding, an essential element of equity and accountability, was conducted as required by law. Public bidding ensures that all transactions are subjected to open scrutiny, allowing equal opportunities for interested parties while maintaining fairness in government dealings. However, the alleged secretive nature of this sale suggests otherwise, pointing to a troubling lack of transparency in how this property, tied to a national hero, was transferred. The sale of this land is not just a routine transaction, it strikes as the core of equity and fairness in government. For the Benin Kingdom, Colonel Ogbebor's legacy is sacred, and any attempt to erase it through dubious processes is a direct affront to their cultural pride. Wike, you must answer these questions. Mrs. Rita Lori Ogbebor appeared to be asking, how did this happen? Why was this land given to someone tied to you without a fair process? Do you think the Benin Kingdom will let this go unchallenged? You are gravely mistaken. The alleged sale to Chinda's company, reportedly tied to Wike's close ally, has sparked outrage. It calls into question the principles of governance and accountability, raising doubts about whether the equity rule, which guarantees fairness in public dealings, was respected. The Benin Kingdom, through Mrs. Ogbebor, has apparently voiced its concerns publicly and forcefully. Was there a public bidding? Was the equity rule followed? Who approved the sale and under what conditions? We want answers. How was this property sold? Was it advertised for bidding? Was the equity rule followed, or was it handed over quietly to someone close to you? These are the questions you can ignore. These are not the questions you can ignore. The revelation that Chinda's company now owns the disputed property has further inflamed tensions, with accusations that Wike is using its position to benefit allies and cronies at the expense of fairness and justice. The perception that this transaction was manipulated to favor a select few adds to the growing discontent with Wike's leadership style. For the Benin Kingdom, this is not just about the sale of land, it is a direct insult to their identity, pride, and legacy. Colonel Ogbebor is one of their most distinguished sons, a national hero whose contributions to Nigeria are woven into the fabric of their cultural history. The outrage is rooted in more than just legal concerns. It is deeply tied to cultural identity and justice. The Benin Kingdom views this alleged sale not only as a breach of trust, but as an attack on their values and legacy of one of their own. This issue goes beyond governance. It is about equity, transparency, and respect for the legacy of our hero. The Benin Kingdom will not remain silent as the principles of justice are trampled upon. Their demand for answers reflects broader need for accountability in leadership. Wike, this is your moment to clarify. The Benin Kingdom and the nation demand transparency. Without it, the cultural and spiritual resistance that has begun will only grow stronger. The land issue in Abuja is just one of many controversies linked to Wike, whose actions have consistently drawn criticism. His deteriorating relationship with Rivers State Governor Siminalayi Fubara has resulted in political chaos, with allegations that Wike is orchestrating disruptions through local government appointments, manipulating vacant House of Assembly seats, and interfering in police activities. Residents and analysts allege that Wike has used his influence with Abuja-based judges to interfere in Rivers State governance, further destabilizing Fubara's administration. Wike's residents accuse Wike of prioritizing personal vendettas over the welfare of the state, with many questioning his leadership style and intentions. What are your thoughts? Let's have them in the comment section below. What do you think will be the way forward?